Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and I'm back again with another video just after the loss in the Carabao Cup semi-final at home at the Emirates versus Liverpool. We lost 2-0, and you know what, guys? It's frustrating because there's no more trophies on the table for Arsenal. No FA Cup, no European trophies. We're not in Europe. No League Cup, and you know what? We know we're not winning the Premier League because Man City and all these other teams are nowhere near us. So that means no trophy for Mikel Arteta, no trophies for Arsenal this year in 2022-2021 season. We have to look at next season to possibly win a trophy. Thomas Partey got a red card, which means now Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey are going to be out versus Burnley. We just got news that Di broke that the Vlahovic deal might be off and he might be going to Juventus. So they are just piling more and more and more on top of each other today. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. But in my opinion, this day is just a horrific performance, terrible, shambolic performance from the whole entire team. And you know what, Mikel Arteta, he got it wrong. The players got it wrong. The midfielders were awful. And just the opening goal from Jota was unlucky. But then the second goal came. We thought he was offside. He wasn't offside. And that was the game dead and buried. And from there, it was damage limitations. We tried to do what we could, and we went into a shell of ourselves. We weren't even trying to attack at that point, and the game was done and buried. And now we have to go into this Burnley game and try to find a solution. Do we go with Lokonga by himself? What do we do? But long story short, Mikel Arteta, Edu, and the board, get some players in. We need a midfielder. We need a striker. We need some signings. This is not going to work without them. But yeah, let me bring the boys in. I got Josh here. I got my guy, Dylan, and I got Musti in the house. What's going on, guys?
Not much, bro. What's happening?
Bro, chat to me, guys. What's going on? Like, this was just a terrible, terrible performance from the boys. Overall, terrible performance. At times, I didn't even know if they were trying. Like, we cannot win games unless we sort out our midfield and our striker situation. And at this point, I think the midfield is even worse than the striker. Lacazette might be able to win us some games. But, bro, with Lokonga, Partey, and Xhaka, we're not winning shit. And that is the reality of the situation. What do you guys think? Because I'm more worried about that than I am worried about anything else. Today's performance, what it scared me more about is the midfield's problems. Because against Man City, with Xhaka and Partey, we looked decent. Today, bro, that was night and day to what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Anyone want to go first? Josh?
Yeah, I'll go first. That was a poor performance, absolute poor. Liverpool are miles ahead of us. I'm not even going to complain. I'm not going to sulk. I'm not going to blame anyone apart from Mikel Arteta and Arsenal Football Club. The reason why we lost is because Arsenal Football Club did not play the system Arteta wants us to play. We legit played in Liverpool's hands. Liverpool, so they haven't got Salah and Mane, which obviously people doubted them. Oh, are they gonna beat Arsenal? Are they gonna have the same potency, etc., etc.? But Liverpool, with or without Salah, with or without Mane, are still world class. They've got world class players in their team: Jota, Trent, Robertson, Virgil van Dijk, Fabinho. I can go on and on. That midfield Liverpool had on the pitch today compared to ours, we had fucking Lokonga. They had Fabinho. Like, seriously, we need to make some signs, or we're going to finish 8th for the first season in a row. Which, from this point, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, man. Just Arsenal just bad. I just don't know, man. This club is just ridiculous.
Guys in the comment section, let me know what you guys think. Musti, what are you saying, bro?
Where do you want me to start, bro?
Bro, just talk to me about the overall performance, Thomas Partey sending off, and where do we go from here?
I mean, for us, we only had 10 minutes in the first half and 10 minutes in the second half. The remaining 80 minutes, terrible. That's all I can say. Like, I'm not even gonna go in too deep today because it's kind of getting boring, to be honest with you. We have these conversations a lot, and constantly, it's always the same things that are coming up again. It's always
Yep.
We need more people in the midfield. It's always we need a striker that can actually put a goal away. It's always there's not enough consistency within the team. And I feel like currently I'm on autopilot and I'm just having the same conversations again that I was having this time last year and even in the summer when we actually had the time and the money to address this situation. Cool, people will tell you 150 million spent, biggest spenders in Europe. It is, but it's not enough. We spent 150 million because we had to. We got rid of a lot of deadwood, and the 150 million that we spent was to replace them in order to bring in squad players. Now, where we failed to address is now that you have the squad players, why didn't you bring in the difference makers? Why didn't you bring in the quality to go along with these young players? Why didn't you bring in experienced players to go along with what we already have and what they're trying to build on? Just a lot of questions. I end up finding myself having more and more questions every time we play, and it's just getting annoying at this point. Even granted, we were playing. We had a little spell where we was doing well, and I could see what Mikel Arteta's trying to do. I could actually see what he was trying to do, and this is the frustrating point. And as you know, I'm not really his biggest fan, and I was giving him credit when I needed to give him credit. But I just feel like we take one step forward and then we end up taking 10 backwards, and it's just getting boring, man. Honestly, I'm over it.
Okay, Dylan.
Yeah, just like Broski said, man, it's like it's a rinse and repeat, bro. I've always said it. Arsenal will do their little 10-game run or whatever, a little bit of form. You think they're playing a little bit better, and then what happens? Meltdown, and here we are again. And we've seen this ever since Mikel came in. The FA Cup win that he had was just like a sugarcoat over what everything was, and it's just not good enough, man. The football isn't there. I know we're missing players, but every team in the Premier League is missing players. It's not an excuse that we can use. Everyone has COVID cases. Everyone has injuries. Everyone's missing players. They're missing. Liverpool today are missing their two best players on the pitch. So there's zero excuses that we can honestly use. It just wasn't good enough. Martinelli did well at the start, was tearing it up, but I think Klopp obviously got onto Trent in that first 10 to 15. He switched up and he was just pretty much anonymous since then, and that's pretty much all I can remember from the game. They dominated, they should have had a goal from Gordon, who missed an open goal when it got cut back from, I think, Robertson. Fabinho scored a header as well. We're forgetting about that. Obviously offside. But that's a lot of chances there that they're getting and just not taking, and they were just all over us. Ben White today was shocking. Tomiyasu was shocking. Thomas Partey, just the leadership and discipline in this team. You see the stats go around, 14 red cards since Mikel came in, but we've just got kids in this team. We need to bring in proper players that are ready now at the top of their game, and we can't just rely on just kids to run around and win us games. You can see, in games like today, Saka, Emile Smith-Rowe was anonymous. I didn't even know that he was on the pitch for half that game until he got substituted. I seriously forgot that he was on the pitch. If you had a few leaders on the pitch that could at least drive those kids to do better, we might be able to start perform better, but we just can't rely on anyone right now. We're just going in the same cycle.
Okay, so I'm going to begin here. Thomas Partey's red card. That's where we have to begin. We have to begin. He returned, and first thing he seen was red. So let's talk about it. Guys, this is ridiculous. Thomas Partey barely played the game. He just came back from Cameroon, from the African Cup of Nations. First thing he sees
after a
is
shocking campaign in the cup
and now we are screwed going into this Burnley game. Luckily, it's only one game suspension, but we have to begin with this. What are you guys saying? Thomas Partey's red card. How bad does this affect us going forward?
I say that
it affects. Sorry, you go, bro. You go.
I say that with tongue in cheek. What is there to actually talk about? Because we've been getting red cards all season, and what Mikel Arteta does is, as soon as they served up their time, they come straight back into the team. So if he's not making a point to say you get sent off, you have to win your place back. Why are we so surprised that other players are now getting sent off? Granit Xhaka gets the favoritism from Arteta time and time again. After getting red cards, as soon as he serves the suspension, guess what? Back in the team. So what is there to be surprised about, bro? It's like with myself at work at the moment. If I continuously let people get away with certain things and then someone else does it, where is the consistency? What leg does he
Exactly.
have to stand? What leg do I have to stand on to criticize one person for doing something that they shouldn't? If I'm not doing it consistently across the board, so
It's on the manager, man. He
yeah,
picks and
100%.
chooses his fights. Picks on Guendouzi, Ozil, Abba, Pepe, comes to Granit, sucks him off. So it's pick and choose who you want as your favorites, and that's just to get around. But to me, like we're talking about Partey red card, Xhaka red card. It's the midfield negligence that we've had for the last 10 years where we haven't filled the positions that we needed. You went and bought Partey, 2 seasons ago or something like that? We should have bought with Partey another 2-3 midfielders then, not just one player and just hope it works out. We haven't replaced Xhaka from 6-7 years ago. He's still here, contract extension. This is all on Edu and McKelman. They're the ones making these decisions. They haven't brought in anyone now. We're going to go and loan in Arthur Melo on the last day, and we're going to open up the wage bill for Juventus to fucking sign Dusan Vlahovic when we should be signing both those players plus another midfielder. This club's shambles, bro. We're in shambles. It's ridiculous.
Guys, we'll get into the Dusan stuff in a second because this stuff is wild. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you guys want,
I'm not surprised.
We can go straight into the player ratings because I don't think anybody's getting higher than a 5, or even
That's
lucky if you
I
get a
think
6.
today
before we go into the player
Ramsdale.
ratings,
Yeah. Okay.
Thomas Partey's red card. How bad does it affect us going into this Burnley game? Forget about the disciplinary. Forget about Arteta. Forget about all that. How bad does it affect us going into this next game against Burnley?
Look, I don't think it affects us. For me anyway, I don't think it affects too much. It is Burnley. Like we shouldn't be stressed too much about Burnley. Come on. So are we at home or away this game?
Home.
Okay.
Home. Look, just play Sambi as a single, run Emil and Odegaard again together, and just attack. That's all we can do. So it's a 1-game suspension. Presumably, I presume it'll be just 1 game.
Yeah.
But look, he hasn't been in the greatest of form anyway since he came to the club, so he's just hit and miss all the time. So you never know which Partey you're going to get.
That's a fair point. Everyone, okay. Let's talk about what do you guys want to talk about? Because we could talk about Jota, we could talk about Ben White, we could talk about Tomiyasu. There's so many talking points.
Do you want to go through ratings, and then if we do ratings, we'll talk about the individual player through the rating?
Okay, so let's go straight into the player ratings because this is gonna be a straightforward video today because there's really it's such a bad loss that there's no talking points. Like there's talking points obviously, but
it's the end of our season.
It's like we're here for it. It's almost like we're here for yeah. You basically said it. It's like
it is the end of our season. We can't get top 4.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of under Arsene Wenger when we were still challenging for the league, but we lost in the FA Cup and we lost in the Champions League, but we still had the league to go for. Now at least we have something to focus on.
I don't think so, bro. We're always talking about focus on. That's the reason, all these Arteta fans came out and said, that we're not in Europe to focus on the league. Like we've just been knocked out of every cup. It's ridiculous, man. It's unacceptable. This is Arsenal Football Club. It's unacceptable. We can't. Any other team in the world was in this position right now, a top elite team like we are. That manager is gone. The manager is gone. There's no way no one lasts this long in a job.
No, that's true. By the way, I was just speaking to Jamie Carragher, and he thinks Arteta's doing a good job. And he's like, I rate Arteta.
Who?
Jamie Carragher. And he was like, he genuinely saying he backs Arteta, and he thinks the situation at Arsenal is that Arteta is going to get you to a certain level, and eventually, when he leaves, you'll be in a better
at that
situation.
level right now, bro. I think he's cleared out a few toxic people, and that's okay. That's cool. Okay, I get it. You've brought in a few more people that are young, youth development. Bring in the next guy that can attract the elite players to come. If I'm Dusan, why am I coming here to work under the Pep's Cone guy? Seriously, that's not it.
You're coming here because of the money. That's it, really.
They should be coming here because of the badge and because of the manager. The manager is a massive pull.
Everybody comes for different reasons, but majority of people come for money. But yo, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. We got 21 people in the chat. There's definitely more than 21 people right now watching YouTube trying to look for Arsenal content. So hit that like button, drives the engagement up, gets more people catching their eyes on the channel, and it really helps me out. So yeah, let's go straight into player ratings, guys. Today's player rating is going to be very quick. I really do believe that. I don't think there's much to really talk about. But Ramsdale is the first one. Guys, Ramsdale was shocking today with that first goal. What are we saying? What are we
2.
saying? Everybody give their rating, and then we'll decide on one. I'm going 5.
You're too nice, man. That's not an average performance.
I'm going 2.
I'm going
2.
2. Yeah.
What about you, Musti?
I would have said a 4, but I can probably say a 3.5 to be honest.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll
Go around the
We'll go
To
3.
me, that first goal, it was just inexcusable. It was like him playing for Sheffield again. It was ridiculous. And then just the distribution wasn't the same. And also the fact he's been flapping and foiling his arms lately. And I don't understand where this rashness is coming from. Usually he's very cool and calm with balls coming into the box. And I don't know, the last couple of weeks, he's been a bit scuffed on that. So
there you go. Guys, in the comment section, give us your ratings. We got 4 from Sohan. George gave a 4. So yeah, with the comment, with you guys giving your rating and Musti giving his rating, 3 is probably the middle ground, because 2 of you guys said 2.
Yeah.
Musti said 4 or 3, and I
think
said
that was
5.
worse than
3
Ramsdale.
is the middle ground, so we'll go 3. What does it say? There you go. Composure, not as composed as usual. Next, we're gonna go to Takahiro Tomiyasu. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tomiyasu got ripped for that opening goal, but it was a little bit of luck for the misdirection. This was probably Tomiyasu's worst game in an Arsenal kit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, probably his worst game in an Arsenal kit. What are we saying? I'm saying if we're giving Ramsdale a 3, we got to give him at least a 3 or a 2.
2.
No, it gets even worse that for me.
Yeah, he was shocking, man.
I would genuinely give him a 0, but I'm not going to be that harsh because I know he just came back from injury.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm giving him a 2, because of the injury.
Yeah, so I would have said 1 or a 0, but yeah, let's give him a 2. I think a 2 is fine.
I think
Give him
2.
a 2. Man said Tommy Cafu 4.
Yeah, 2.
Tommy Cafu.
2 worst performance ever. Everybody agrees?
2.
I think 2, just for the fact of the coming straight back from injury, and we got no other option right back.
Yeah.
That's the only
Aslan,
reason.
Tomiyasu was terrible. You give him a 2?
Aslan will give him a 0.
Nah, what's good, everyone? Yeah, bro, he was one of our poor players on the night. Yeah, just go with 2, man. I mean,
it's funny how both of his bad performances this season have came against Liverpool as well.
No, his first performance against Liverpool was a lot better. But yeah, you're right. Two of his like terrible performances.
Who gave him an average 4.5, bro? Some of these people that rate these players are just delusional, honestly.
Now, before we move on to the next one, guys, in the comment section, if you haven't already played along, what you do is you give us your rating of the player, go along with us, and we'll read out your ratings as we go along. So far, we've given a 2 to Tomiyasu and a 3 to Aaron Ramsdale. Next, Ben White. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Ben White is extremely at fault for one of the goals, and the second goal, I don't know where he was in that one. So I'm personally saying he's just as bad as Tomiyasu and Ramsdale today. So I'm going maybe 3. What are you guys saying?
I'm going Ramsdale between 1 and 2. He went from Maldini to Mustafi very quickly within the span of 7 days. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so you're giving him a 2.
Yeah. He's on par, man. He was abysmal today. Abysmal.
Musti?
1.
Like the video, guys. Don't forget.
I'm giving him a 1.
1.
I was being nice with 2. Yeah, I said 1 to 2. So
I can't even be nice with this guy, man. Honestly speaking, I've said what I've said about this guy so many times. He's poor.
Same.
He's not consistent. On top of that, when you've got a £50 million price tag, I don't care.
Got to perform.
I don't care what you got going on. Every game, I want to see a good performance. And unfortunately, it's not there at the moment. So he gets a 1. But he'll probably have a 10 out of 10 against Burnley next week, and everyone will be praising him again.
Yeah, the people only get gassed when we win.
Oh, man. AK, what are you giving him?
yeah, bro, Mr. Benny Blanco had an absolute mare tonight. Absolute mare. I mean, bro, look, in the summer, I had my reservations, like on my opinion on him, because I never really watched him regularly like that, and hence why I gave him that nickname Benny Blanco because I just felt he was catching a lot of unnecessary strays, or just a lot of with the price tag that Musti mentioned. Obviously, if he was a foreign player, maybe he would have been welcomed a lot better. But bro, I said to you when I watched him with his highlights, right, during the summer, that I got a lot of Mustafi vibes from him. And what I mean by that is he's very rash in his thinking when he comes to doing his job as a defender. When he sees that he's in a vulnerable moment, he loses his head and he lunges in. He lunges in just like how Mustafi used to do, like slide.
That's why I call him 50
like
mil Mustafi.
used to do. That's why I said that I get these Mustafi vibes from him. Now, obviously, he's got age on his side, right? Now, since he's...
To be fair, so did Mustafi. We got Mustafi at 24.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's just recently turned 24, but I think he's kind of like the oldest out of all of the editions that we've made within the last couple summers. He's the oldest one, right?
Crazy.
And he's got youth on his side. I'm thinking like those negative sides to his game could be coached out of him. But like again, I think Musti said, he had an absolute mare against Liverpool at Anfield as well, early on in the league, where he was lunging in, and I saw that exactly again tonight.
He did Mustafi lunge on the line.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
So for me, his rating, I mean, bro, I think to be honest, any actual numbers above 0 to any of these players, apart from Martinelli, is too kind. I'll be real.
Okay, so we'll give him a 2 and we'll keep it moving. Okay.
No, give him a 1.
Oh, let me see what else everyone else gave him, because I guarantee he's got like a 6 or some shit.
Okay, Josh, what do you give him?
0. It was shit today. Well, yesterday,
They gave him a 5.5.
Bro.
5.5. What?
Not quite. What does it say there? Not quite the same level as last week.
Not quite the same level as last week, and found Jota very hard to work against. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you guys are going so hard on Ben White, you got to give Gabriel the same level of smoke, because he did the exact same, or maybe even worse, in my opinion. Gabriel was not as good as he usually is, and today you got to give him the same level of smoke. And guys, please keep your answers short, because I have to go back to work in about half an hour, so I don't want to.
For me, he wasn't as bad as Ben White, to be honest with you.
So 2. Okay.
3.
3?
Yeah, I'd say 3. I say 3.
Musti?
2.
He was 4, but
2. I thought out of the 2, I thought Gabriel was just as bad as Ben White. I think the fact that Ben White's one of his errors led to a goal, we're criticizing him a lot more, but Gabriel did less defensive work this game. Or is it just we just expect so much from him that today was a bad performance?
Gabriel makes Ben White better.
Yeah.
Without Gabriel, Ben White wouldn't be playing as good as what he does. Imagine Saliba next to him.
Safe. Corey's in the house. Corey, what's good?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna give him a 3 or a 2.
2.
Just go 3.
2.
Anyway, just go whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 3, 2, whatever.
3.
Musti and Azan, 2.
I gave him a 2, bro.
I mean, everyone's saying 3 or 2. Go with 2.5, innit? Meet in the middle.
Yep.
There you go. 2.5. Okay, Kieran Tierney. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Kieran Tierney had a good first half. Second half, it went to shits because the tactics changed, and he probably told him to sit back a little bit more. Overall, I can't say it's an average performance. I'll say a 4. What are we saying?
I'm giving him a 2.
2.
I'm giving him a 3.
Why?
3. Give him a 3.
The reason why I'm
3.
giving him a 2 is we don't pay him to give us 45 minutes. We pay him to give us 90 minutes every game. I don't care how good he was in the first half. I want to see the same energy in the second half. If you can't perform in the second half, it's as simple as that, bro. you have to be consistent throughout the whole of the game. You can't just be good one half and then be shit the other half. It doesn't make sense. I'm not having that, man. I'm giving him a 2.
Anyone disagree?
No.
I disagree. I think out of the whole bunch, Kieran Tierney gave heart the whole entire game. He tried his best, and he was one of the guys who was not missing. A lot of these guys went missing during the game. He was always out. He was always there as an out ball. He was always there as defensive action. That side is where Trent is, and Trent had 2 assists, but he still was one of the guys putting in all the work, trying to stop him. It would have been 4 assists if it wasn't for him.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, he was definitely the least worst out of the defensive line. What did we give Gabriel? 2.5 in the end. Yeah, I'd say 3.
Yeah, man, 3.
I think 3 is fair.
Yeah.
I think anyone in the back line giving them above a 3 is just too lenient. I think everyone's got to get a 3 or lower.
Well,
So
we
you're
missed
saying
up. We gave
everyone's gotta go
Tommy a
slow?
1. Yeah, bro. We lost 2-0 and could have conceded 4 or 5. It's shocking.
Yeah, man.
Okay, keeping it moving on from Kieran Tierney. People are saying 4 for Kieran Tierney. Very strange takes, says Gunshot. Gunshot, what's your opinion? What's your ratings? What would you give? Because a lot of people are saying we're being extremely harsh.
Look,
Thomas
if we're
Partey-
Arsenal fans and they're mutual, maybe they see it different to us. We've just come from a
Yeah.
freaking semi-final loss and we're hurting because the season's
understand that we're very emotional right now. If you want to give your ratings, you can give your ratings and we'll read them out. No worries. But some people obviously are in their feelings. Now let's move on. Let's move on because a lot of these guys in the comment section, they're not giving their ratings. We're gonna move on to the midfield. Midfield was poor, guys. Lokonga, what are we saying?
I'm going to give him a 4.
4?
I felt bad for him. I genuinely felt bad for him. I felt like
It's
he was hung
isolated,
out to
man.
dry by his manager.
Yep.
20, how
It's
old is
12
he?
now.
20 years old?
20,
21 years old?
21.
man. Yeah. he's a
And,
kid.
and they're throwing him in there against Liverpool in the 6 on his own, playing with Odegaard, who, in my opinion, also played well today in that position.
Mhm.
And you're asking him to do all the defensive work and the dirty work. I didn't feel like that was fair, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was just
And I
meant to
don't
get the
think he did
boys.
too bad.
It is, yeah, man.
What
agree.
about you, Corey? What are you giving him?
Yeah, I give him a 4.
4? Oof. Azan?
Yeah, I think. I mean, I would have said 3.5, but yeah, I mean, if the majority are saying 4, I'm fine with 4. I mean, I will say this quickly. I felt he was poor in the first half, but in the second half, he definitely stepped it up a lot more. You know, that pass that he pinged to Lacazette, which he
Yeah.
skied over the bar. That was,
He did one
I
to
mean,
Saka
like,
as well.
yeah, you know, so like the lad's definitely talented, but again, you know, for him to come in with so much pressure
It's a kid,
and
man.
to deliver, you know, in a semi-final second leg. I mean, and him just being a new addition from the summer signings, I've got to give him some slack, man, because at the end of the day, like, these lads are potentially our future. So yeah, man. I'm good with 4, bro. Let's go with 4.
I'm just gonna raise it up a slight bit and be like, you know what? Since we're giving him a 4, we'll keep it at 4. That's fair. Because sometimes we can be hard on the youngsters, but today I felt like Lokonga was definitely
Yeah.
a little
Lokonga was
bit
held
better
to
than the
dry.
bad bunch. Odegaard's next. What are we saying about Odegaard? Because Odegaard, he did well in the first half.
Yeah.
Controlling the game, trying to hold on to possession. One of the main guys who's the outlet. Odegaard did well.
I think I want to give him more than a 5, but I just can't based on the whole performance.
So you're gonna go
the
4.
team.
Same.
But I'd give him a 5, to be honest with you. I felt like he was the one that was trying to progress and keep the ball moving from the back towards the midfield, towards the attack and get things happening.
Yeah.
And he also a lot of the times won the ball in the first half and also tried to start attacks.
Some
I
of the
felt like he
passes
did a good performance
in the
today.
first half were stupendous.
I thought he was good today.
Okay, what about you, Dylan?
Yeah, I agree, bro. You can't really give anyone higher than that. Only Odegaard and maybe Martinelli for a little bit in the first,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd 5. You can't after
Mm.
that, man. You can't really go higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay. Azan, Corey, you agree?
Yeah, I'll give him a 5.
I mean, look, I'm fine with if the majority are going with 5, but for me personally, there's only one person getting a 5, and we haven't come to him.
Yeah,
he hasn't come to his turn
Yeah.
yet. But look, he was definitely one of a few that actually played well. I would have said 4, pushing it 4.5, but yeah, if the majority are going with 5, let's go with 5.
Gunshot saying 2 for Odegaard. I'm confused. Why are you guys giving 2 for Odegaard? Odegaard was invisible. He was missing in actions. 2. Wow. King saying love you, gal. Thank you. Appreciate it. Honestly, I don't know if that is fair, guys. 2 for Odegaard, really? But yeah, we
Nah,
got 24
Emile
people in the chat.
Smith-Rowe's like
Do
a
me a
1.
favor. Give us your ratings. Tell us why you think those ratings also. We want to hear your opinions. 2 on Odegaard. I guess some people see the game differently. I thought Odegaard was quite good in the
Go
first half.
4.5.
And in the second half, when the game went away from us, he was still one of the only outlets. But yeah, the difference between today's game and the last game, when we went down to 10 men, we actually had more control in the midfield than we did today. It made no sense.
We actually created better chances when we had 10 men at Anfield than we did.
We
today.
did, yeah.
But the better
We should have
team,
gone
the
3 at
better
the
team
back.
is ridiculous.
Yeah, crazy. So
They
we're
didn't
going
even
to
have
move on
Alisson in
from
goals either.
Odegaard. Odegaard got a 5, guys. Saka.
Uncomfortable conversations.
He gets
Okay,
a
Hazard,
one.
Need
what
to
do
be
you gotta
had, bro.
say?
My man, he was heightened
Uncomfortable
today.
conversations.
He gets a
What are
1.
you saying?
0, bro. Big
1.
fat 0.
1.
I'm gonna go 1
Yeah, 1.
because I've got a 0
Zero.
save for
Heightened
one
today.
person.
What did he do, bro? What did he do?
Fuck all.
He turned up.
Yeah. Now look,
Put the kid
bro,
on.
look, don't get me wrong. He's a Hale End graduate. Yeah. And I've got big hopes for the guy. Yeah. I'm not gonna slate him.
Too
He
much
was
pressure.
very poor today. But what I want to get across is the way he played. If you actually focus on the way he played and the way he was slowing up that right side, right flank, where he was just constantly standing still and
He was
waiting
scared to take him on.
for the ball
Yeah.
to be
Mhm.
received to feet rather than run on the shoulder of the opposition player and, allow Tomiyasu to either put a ball over the top or thread a ball through to you for you to run onto. This guy wasn't doing that, bro. So when Pepe gets slated for that, for doing exactly what Saka did today, I'm sorry, Saka needs to be called out for his performance. Now, I'm not saying go in on him and grill him and, because at the end of the day, he is 20 years old. All I'm saying is be fair in your criticisms.
Yep.
Keep
And
the energy the
today,
same.
I'm sorry, for an attacking player, for someone who gets a lot of game time, today he was poor, bro. Beyond poor. So, again, I'm not going to use anything. I'm not going to use any other word to go in on him because, again, he's one of our own. But, I can't ignore the fact that he had a very, very bad game. That's all I'm saying.
There's some people who completely disagree with you, and there's some people who agree with you. One guy said,
That's
"Relax,
totally
AK."
fine. That's their opinion.
No. Aslan,
What I
I'm
said
just
is mine.
reading,
So.
it's not even about that. It's not even about criticism. It's just some people are saying, AK, how many games did he play, bro? He's being overworked. Somebody else is saying Saka has been invisible, ineffective. Bench him ASAP. How many games has Saka played? How many games has Tomiyasu played? Inhered to understand him overlapping. Basically saying Tomiyasu doesn't overlap. Pepe needs to start over Saka, says Dylan. Dylan, really?
But why doesn't Tomiyasu overlap? Because he's under strict instructions and he's on a leash by the
Big
manager.
Zipper says Depression
He is?
FC. Yo, guys, Phantom's in the house. Yo, Phantom, uncomfortable conversations. Does Saka need to be benched for Pepe when he comes back?
Oh, what a question to bring me in on.
Tell
No,
them, Phantom. Tell them. For the
No.
cheap seats at the back, tell them.
no,
Go on, then.
no. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be benched. He needs to be rested. If that
Well,
makes
that's what I
sense. Like
mean.
I don't want bench to be the word that's like, oh, you're benching Saka, sit on the bench now. You're not performing well. I think he just needs rest and to be managed. But this is why I this is why I'm like, I'm happy. Put Pepe in his place while you're resting the legs. I want it to be normal that we're for one game we're starting Pepe and Saka's gonna come on, and the other way around. You know what I mean? That's how I prefer it to be.
Okay. Safe. I get that. Everybody. So, guys, Saka's gonna get a 2 or a 4.
Nah, he's getting a 1.
0, bro.
He's getting a 1, bro. He's getting a 1.
0.
1. Okay. 1 for Saka. Moving on to ESR.
They gave him a 5.
Five.
Wow.
Absolute
Wow.
joke.
Unbelievable.
Listen,
Smoking
understand, guys.
Absolute joke,
guys,
man.
Understand that they're gonna give their ratings minimum of 5 every single time. That's how they do things on Arsblog. Anyways,
What?
ESR. What do we
When we
say?
lose the game, Arsblog doesn't give anything less than a 5.
Even if we lose the game 5-0, they will still give 5s.
Well, they're a bunch of
ESR.
jokers, innit?
It's
It's a 1.
1. Anonymous today. Man's got the number 10 on his back and he's hiding. Embarrassing.
0 again, bro. Big
Again,
fat 0.
with him as well. Obviously, he's just.
I'm gonna go 0.
Bro, did you see that? No, sorry, Musti. Go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say he's another one like Tomiyasu who's back from injury, but I don't know.
I
man.
think COVID was affecting him today.
Was it COVID that he had, or was he injured?
Was it injuries or was it COVID? I think
it was an injury.
one.
The only person that had COVID was
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
I swear one of them also had COVID.
No, Odegaard's been the only case.
he had a groin injury.
So where was Chambers today? He wasn't even on the bench. I thought White
he-
Man
he-
was.
I
It's his
think he's
birthday.
injured.
They let him off.
Of course they did.
Well-
No, this fucking club, man. I swear to God.
No, but I
It's
thought
his
he
birthday.
was
We let him have the
healthy.
day
He was
off.
back from injury.
No, Aslan, it's his birthday. We let him have the day off.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't be surprised me one bit, to be honest with you. So.
Okay, so we gave Emil Smith Rowe a 1, but some people said
No,
2.
big fat 0, bro. Big
Some
fat.
people said
Well, I mean,
0.
look, like again, if the
100%
jury overrules, cool. But bro, did you
0.
guys see that in the second half that pass where we
You could've
countered?
said Saka
Yeah,
free.
Yeah.
and he had that
played
ball
right to Van Dijk.
centrally.
Oh my God.
All that space towards the right,
Yep.
but he overhit it so much that
No,
it
he underhit it.
literally came to VVD's feet.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that. Yo, I was watching the game with my wife. She
That
completely
pass
lost
basically
it
summed up
and
our whole
Smith Rowe.
performance of that match, bro.
You don't give any zeros. You don't give a 0 in my opinion. Okay. No worries. I disagree with Aslan. I don't agree with Aslan 0. Okay. Guys, no problem. Moving on from this. Now let's talk about him. Klopp said in his own words, Gabriel Martinelli, he's one to watch or something like that. Am I right, guys? What was the exact quote? Did you guys see it?
Talent of the century.
So remember
Yeah, that
his
was
name.
from like 2 years ago. Yeah.
He said, remember the name or something like that. Today, Martinelli definitely played and put on a show. Absolutely put on a show. Even though we didn't score and we didn't do anything, man by himself was literally our only outlet. Every time we chipped the ball over to him, he somehow would control it, bring it down, and go one-on-one against his man.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to give him more than a 6, but I can't based on the fact of the performance of the overall team.
I feel so bad for him, man, because he's the only one running around so much, and it must be so hard for you to run around that much. When you're looking around, seeing your teammates just walking around sluggish. I feel so bad for him, man. But yeah, I still give him a 6.
Guys, Klopp's quote from 3 hours ago was, Martinelli, by the way, everyone should remember the name. Outstanding player.
Yeah, but look, fair enough, you know, the compliments that he gave post-match, but we already know this. We already know Klopp's thoughts
Yeah, he ain't
on
saying nothing
Martinelli.
new.
You know, unfortunately, this manager failed to see it for a long time.
Yeah,
You
he's a
know?
fucking fraud. That's why.
You know,
Yes,
and
Babs. Shout out Babs.
big up Babs. But yeah, bro, for me, he's the only one who can walk off that pitch with his head held high. I feel he put in a shift. But again, you know, just in the overall manner, the performance that the overall team gave and the way we got knocked out the semis, I can't give more than a 5, bro. I mean, for me, like, with that energy, that intensity, that tenacity that he showed on the pitch, he deserves a 7 or an 8. But again, because we got knocked out of the semis, I can't give anything more than a 5, bro.
Guys, we're just going to keep it
Especially
moving quickly.
when we're losing at home.
We're going to give the 5 to Martinelli, but
Nah,
everyone...
I think you have to give him more than a 5 because we gave Odegaard a 5.
Okay,
For
5.5.
me, he was the best player on our team.
He was the best player on the pitch. Yeah.
5.5, man of the match.
Did you guys go with 5 with Odegaard? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Then yeah, give him a 6 then, or 5.56. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go 6, but man of the match, obviously.
Well, for us, anyways.
Lacazette.
0.
Zero.
Like a threat.
Big miss.
Zero.
Big fraud.
Whoa,
Fraudulent today.
Guys, 1 second. Before you go in on Lacazette, just understand he's no longer going to be our player at the end of the season. We already know where he's going. So
I don't care, bro.
Can we question his professionalism? Probably
100%.
not.
We can.
But can we question his performances? He tried his best in the midfield, but he's not a DM, bro.
No.
He's a striker.
I'm not having
literally-
any of
He's
that
not a
today.
striker,
Playing as a
bro.
DM.
Bro, you see that
most of the
miss? You see that miss? That's no strike.
trash,
That's no
bro.
striker's miss.
Hey, go on,
No,
listen.
but he's not playing as a striker, guys.
Listen,
we
listen.
literally are using him as another midfielder.
Aside from all of that, right? Today, this Arteta guy always talks about how the striker is the one that needs to start the press. I didn't see any of that today. I didn't see any conviction behind his running. I didn't see any conviction behind him closing anyone down. It felt
Can't
like
press
he
from
was
centre
running
back.
around, and it felt like he couldn't be asked being out there. For me personally, based on that,
Yeah, when he
he's getting a
was
zero.
it just looked like he was pressing it. He was just
he
running
was
for
just
the sake
running
of
for
it.
no reason, bro. And when you do that, it's just pointless.
Bro,
to
you can
press.
see in the way his body language was just slugging his body, just trying to hold it up, bro. He wasn't pressing.
Oh,
He wasn't.
yeah.
It
Why
wasn't
are
no
we
reason-
offering him a
he was just
2-year
slugging, bro.
contract? The reason why we're
No.
offering him a 2-year contract is because Arsenal Football Club is
Big up,
not
man.
trying to go out and sign 2 strikers in this window coming up. So they're trying to at least hold on to Lacazette
I
on
love
a
that picture.
short-term contract so they can only replace Aubameyang.
Bro, what's this? This is news to me. When did this?
Bro, we offered
weeks
him
ago?
a new contract like 5 times, Aslan. How are you surprised?
Yeah, today we saw
Bro,
a
why
player
would-
who has 6
God.
months left on his deal, and that's exactly what I saw today from him. So 0 from me.
No,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, I thought
I
it
think
was
you
a
guys
year.
are
I
being
didn't know it
harsh.
was 2 years.
I think you guys are being harsh. I think he played his role today was to be a deep line striker, a false nine.
Okay, but then explain in that second half why he was constantly down that right hand flank, bro.
Because he was being asked to be a right back at that point.
Yo,
Okay, then we look
I
at the manager.
This is what happens. I'm not making excuses for Lacazette. Give him
Sounds like it.
Give him a low rating if you want, but I'm saying minimum of 4. His work rate
4.
today.
Yo,
he
Igel,
worked
have you got
hard.
a Lacazette behind the back of your shirt?
Nah, I'm
He's
telling you,
smoking
Lacazette,
something.
today,
4, bro. Are you mad?
today, even he remember he almost scored from a free kick, right?
Almost.
He got in the right
Yeah, that was
position
a
for a
decent
chance,
effort.
which he missed. He was working his ass off. He did everything he needed to do. Only thing he didn't do was score.
That mess was at 1-0 as well, by the
He
way.
didn't work hard enough, bro. For me, he didn't
You
do
guys
nothing.
giving 5.5s, 1s. He worked harder than half of the guys in the
No, he
defense.
didn't, bro.
How are we
Like-
giving him low ratings?
This
Like
is
you said-
unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie.
here's the
Well, we're
problem,
giving
Miguel.
someone
Miguel,
freaking bonus points
No.
from work.
Yeah,
Phantom,
go
what
on,
are you
go on.
giving him?
This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna. I'd give him like a Well, honestly, the ratings that everyone's giving scathing. I would have probably given him like a 5 or 6.
Nah, man, I disagree.
But
Now, here's the thing,
everybody's
though, right?
giving like
You guys can say
4s
he
and
runs
2s.
around.
Like,
Here's the thing. You guys can say he runs around a lot. Cool. But he's a striker. He's
200K a week.
Score goals.
Average
200 grand a
rating today has
week.
been
And you missed
a
that.
2.
Nah. One. End of.
Okay, we keep it moving. I'm going to say final decision. Dylan, what's your rating?
1 maximum, bro. He was trash.
Musti,
0.
Aslan,
I'd say 3.5.
Phantom,
5.5.
Corey,
1.
and finally Teju.
1.
Okay, so unfortunately, we got
Watch these guys
outvoted.
give him a 5. I swear.
We
to
got
God.
to give him a 2 minimum.
I'll give him a 6.
We give him a 2. Okay, so that
Yeah,
is the
like a
ratings
5.
for today. And now, just before we go on to the final topic of the day, that is the ratings.
We're not
I'm gonna
rating
show
the
you
subs
guys.
now.
That's Lacazette 2, Gabriel Martinelli 6.6. We gave Saka 1, Emil Smith Rowe 1, Odegaard 5, Lokonga 5, 2 for Tierney, 2.5 for Magalhaes, 1 for Ben White, 2 for Tomiyasu, 3 for Ramsdale.
Lokonga
Those
So
are the
Arsenal did not give anything less than a 5 in that starting 11, no?
Nothing.
Nah.
It's probably
And
in their
also, we
algorithm.
didn't even rate these guys. Thomas
Don't even
Partey
rate them.
and Eddie Nketiah.
Wasn't
No
Nketiah
need.
even
zeros.
there?
No need. Okay.
0.
Guys,
Yeah, 0.
Guys,
18
quickly,
minutes.
before we go, we don't have much time. We got to talk about 2 things. Arsenal are about to sign a backup goalkeeper from America called, I forgot his name. God, how the hell did I forget
Matt
his name?
Turner.
Matt Turner, who plays for the New England Revolution. What are we saying? Do you think another Runnerson situation, or you think you trust the club in signing these kind of signings?
I'll never trust this club, man.
Never
so
trust him.
I've never heard of him. No idea how I get him.
Come on, really?
Yeah, bro.
We don't need a no-name, man. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're not freaking Brighton. Get someone that we know that's a good keeper.
Exactly, bro. We're just pulling names out the hat at this point.
Jesus. Buy a good keeper, bro.
I'll be honest, Degal. I don't know the player, so I can't really say nothing.
Okay, let me tell you
Oh.
something about him then. 6'3", 27-year-old goalkeeper who played all his games for this year for his club over there in America. He was originally undrafted, so he went from a no-name goalkeeper to being the main goalkeeper and the second in command right now in the Team USA. He's Team USA's number 2 goalkeeper behind Zach Steffen, and they're saying he could be pushing for the number 1 spot very, very soon. That is who we're talking about.
And
Yeah,
he's
but
an
Zach
Arsenal
Steffen
fan,
isn't
bro.
really great.
What?
So
How many caps
how's he
does he
behind the
have?
average keeper?
He has 13 caps for USA.
Jesus
Mm.
Christ, must be shit.
Like I said, I won't say anything about him until I see him play because I haven't seen him play.
Yeah, I'm the
so it'd be
same.
unfair of me to say anything, to be honest with you.
Okay, so we're saying we don't know yet. Sir, fair?
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
I don't know. I don't know about the other guys, but I personally don't know anything.
yeah, for me as well. But I'm with Musta here, bro. I mean, I got to reserve my opinion. I never knew the guy existed up until today's link. So until I
Okay.
see him play for the shirt, that's when I can say my piece.
Okay, I got 10 minutes left. So for the last one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention Dusan Vlahovic. And since the Dusan Vlahovic saga has been going crazy, Musti, I haven't had you on. Today, there has been a new report, guys. It's not a good one. I'm going to just put it up right now. This is absolute bullshit. I don't know how every single day they keep talking crazy, but Dusan Vlahovic update is Juventus have come forward to offer Dusan Vlahovic, as reported by GDS, sounds like a security company, 70 million euros plus Dusan Kulusevski to
Kulusevski.
Fiorentina,
Kulusevski,
and
yeah.
who are open to sell the player and wants to move. So apparently, Juventus have now put their money where their mouth is, as reported by this reporter, whoever they are.
So what happened to Juve having 0 money? That's what I don't understand.
They
All
don't.
these
That's why
journalists
they're
are full of
bullshit.
shit, bro.
So that is the report.
It just seems like
Guys-
bullshit to me.
Guys, chat
Bro,
to
it
me.
is.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
Someone take it away. Someone go.
All right. For me personally, I don't blame him one
Well,
bit.
must see.
I don't blame him. What's he joining, bro? Let's be honest. Who's he coming to play on? The Mikel Arteta? To do what, bro? Finish 8th? Like, what are we actually expecting him? What credibility do we have to show this guy that we're serious? Apart from words, we don't have anything. We don't have any physical or tangible evidence to show this guy.
Well, Willian said that we'll win the Champions League, so
Exactly.
after he is.
Fuck off.
So
Dylan.
for me personally, like, I'm tired of this club. I don't really even want to talk about signings anymore. If they're gonna do it, put the money where your mouth is. Give him what he wants, or don't talk
Exactly.
about him at all. That's basically where I am with this club, man. If you're serious about people, be serious about them when it counts. When you're putting together a package for them, don't take time. Don't take 25 days just to get to a point where another club's gonna come in. And on top of that, don't be giving clubs who want to compete in terms of who want to compete for your number one target more money and space and wage and space on the wage bill, yeah, by signing their deadwood players in Arthur in order for them to then come in and buy your number one target. Don't be doing that. This club is stupid, bro. We don't know how to act like a big club. We don't know how to be proactive, and we're out here just embarrassing ourselves. In my
What
opinion,
happens when Edu runs your football club, man? Edu and
Okay,
Vinay at the top.
Corey, what's your say on this thing? What do you think is going to happen? Because I've already have Aslan's and Dylan's say on it. I want to know yours.
Well, with the whole Vlahovic thing.
Yeah.
Well, the way I see it, right, is that if Edu drops this big cash grab, if Edu drops this big like wage packet and agent fees towards him, and we keep Arteta as manager and we don't go forward, I just see him leaving in 2 years. I'm being genuinely serious. I would see him leaving, going to another big club, because I don't see us improving in the next 2 years, and even if he does come. So that's my say on it.
Okay. What about you, Taju?
All I'm saying, if we put the money up front, go after him, because you don't want a club like Juventus to come and take him. Because obviously Vlahovic is our main target. And the thing is, we don't know who the alternative is going to be to him if we don't get him.
Okay. Dylan?
What do you want to know, bro? Do you think I'll get him? Do we think we'll get him? Is that what you want to know?
Do you believe Juventus are actually going to get him over us?
I believe that anyone could get him over us because everyone has a negotiator in place that isn't taking jet ski holidays in the transfer windows.
I could get shit on barbecues.
Bro, I'm done with the management of this club. Like, it's just unbelievable. We're gonna fall short again, and probably offer Eddie Nketiah 6 years. So,
Damn. Okay, Aslan, final take. What are you saying?
Bro, for me, we should 100% be in for him, be serious in every single way. At the end of the day, I feel that the only thing that is holding this still going through is Vlahovic's agent. At the end of the day, talents like this come at a premium, and unfortunately, when Arsenal come knocking and show interest, the agents representing their clients are sharks. They're going to look out for their pockets as well. So at the end of the day, if we want to move like a big club and get back into the Champions League, this still needs to get done ASAP. Do I feel we're going to get it done with the likes of Vinay, the CEO, Chief Executive Officer?
Jesus Christ,
Yeah?
how's that guy got this position?
The guy who makes the executive decisions. The guy who's got 3 hair strands on his top of his bald head, yeah? You think I'm going to trust him? You think I'm going to trust this joke man of an Edu doing up Brazilian barbecue sunset settings with that with the fat Cubans in his mouth, saliva dripping down his chin onto his steak? These men are not serious, bro. They're not serious.
Locatelli all over again,
We've got 10 days to go. 10 days to go, not one addition. Bro, I'm seeing us make additions to our academy on the academy level, yeah? I'm seeing us making us additions in the women's team. Calm, cool, all good, no complaints. But why am I not seeing additions to the men's squad, bro? I've seen 4 outgoings. We went from a 27-man squad now down to 23. But I'm seeing in tonight's game 4 academy players that I've never seen play for the first team in my life before, bro. In a cup semi-final against Liverpool. But we're sending man out on loan. And we've got 10 days to go. And we want at least 2 solid signings to come into this first team with experience or who have the real quality to help us push on. I'm not seeing it. So again, I feel at this moment in time, we're 100% in the place of power to get this deal over the line. But I don't trust the people at the powers or the positions that run the day-to-day operations of our club. I don't trust these guys. They're a bunch of frauds. They're incompetent. They lack the experience. They don't have the minerals. These guys just want to be safe in their jobs, collect their fat paychecks, and just carry on. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So it is what it is, bro. We're fucked. We're fucked.
Okay, I'm just going to stop it there, and I'm going to end it there, guys. You already know what it is. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I'll be back tomorrow with another video with Hussam, Alan, Mo, AK, and Daps, and we're going to be doing the preview for the Premier League predictions at 8 p.m. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and if you're watching on the playback or you're watching live, appreciate the love and support, guys. We're very close to 10K subscribers. Please hit that like button, subscribe button, and ask Iga a question if Vlahovic would come to Arsenal. Bro, I think Vlahovic is 60% still on. This whole thing about him going to
You're on to
Juventus
60 now.
bullshit.
You're at 80.
I still think it's bullshit that Vlahovic would go to Juventus. But yeah, for now, still 60% believe it's happening. This whole thing is not going to get dragged out for no reason. But until I hear concrete news, I will not believe that it's not happening. Anyways, I'm out, guys. Peace out.